What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I am going to be talking to you guys about the live-action Disney film, The Lion King. Now, this movie was directed by Jon Favreau and is the live-action remake of the favorite, the 1994 animated film that people still love to this day, adults and children alike, and is about a young lion named Simba, a young lion who is to succeed his father on the throne as king of the Pride Lands, but his uncle Scar kills his dad and banishes him from the Pride Lands, and that's how he starts to learn about himself and his own meaning to life. Now, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect going in because I don't think live-action Disney movies don't work. Because I watched Dumbo, and that's probably one of the worst. That's probably the worst movie I've seen so far this year. And I didn't see Aladdin, although I do think it might have been bad. And this movie's not that good. It's not a bad movie, I'll admit that. It's not bad, but it's just not good. And it's not even an okay movie. It's really, really bad. So let me get into my positives, because I actually have more negatives than positives, so I want to get the positives out of the way first. Now, as for what worked in this movie, I gotta give major credit to the visual effects artists, because this movie felt so real. I felt like I was watching a nature documentary about lions and about, like, prairies and stuff like that. It felt so real, but the fact that this was all computer-generated stuff, I really gotta give them major credit for it, because this is how advanced that they're getting. So if you're going to this movie expecting just this, well, then you're going to be pretty happy, because if you don't care if this is a live-action remake of the same name, then you might be very happy with this movie, because, you know, it's pretty much the same. And also what worked was the voice acting. You know, Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, Alfre Woodard, and so many other people. Even Beyonce is starring in this movie, which I was very surprised by that. That's really all my positives for this movie, was the animation and the voice acting. As for negatives, well, I've already said it already. It's basically a shot-for-shot remake of the same. It's shot-for-shot remake. There's nothing different about this movie. Literally, it's a movie that didn't have to happen. I kept asking myself, was there really a need for this movie? There isn't, because I think Disney is saying that the reason for these movies is that people can't access the original ones, and to be honest, for me, that's kind of BS. Like, how could you not have access? You have friends who you can go to their house and you can see the movie at their house. We have eBay. You can find a copy of the original movie for like $5 there, or you can try Redbox. They have it there. You can check there if it's there. So yeah, there really is no need for someone to say, oh, I can never access it. You can. Just take some really hard looking to figure it out. Also, the fact that this movie is live action, it feels like you're watching real animals, and they don't really capture the faces of the animals, like their facial expressions and how they're feeling, like their emotions, so you can't tell if they're sad or happy, unless you're really paying attention to their voices, which was a big disappointment, because in the animated movie, you could tell when they were smiling, when they were sad, when they were nervous about something. In this movie, it's all like the same faces. There's nothing really there as far, and I almost didn't really care for the characters in the end. Yep. That's really what I have to say. And, you know, some of the humor was even gone, too. Like with the baboon at the beginning of the movie. The one that painted Simba's forehead with the red paint. A lot of his humor was removed. And he was just more like a serious character. And I didn't really care for him that much. So, yeah, in the end, this movie was a disappointment to me. It was just a live-action remake that didn't even need to be made. There was no need for this movie whatsoever. There was no need for it at all. If you go in and you are okay with this being live-action and not really too much like something similar to the animated film, except not that great, well, you might be okay with it. You might be satisfied. A lot of audiences are loving it. But to be honest, this is a movie that didn't need to be made. And I'm going to have to give it a C-. So guys, that's my review for The Lion King, sadly. So thank you guys for watching. Look forward to my review for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood coming up tomorrow. So please like, share, and please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.